Hello, and welcome back to Double Booked, where two friends turn their literary rants into a podcast. I'm Mallory.
And I'm Kayla. And today we are discussing Kingdom of Ash,
Woo!
the final book in the Throne of Glass series. We made it, we're here, and today we'll be going over part 1 of said book. So I'm really excited.
It's finally happening.
I know, it's so bittersweet. I don't know how to feel about it, but
Yeah. Honestly,
it's
I'm ready. I'm ready to be done.
yeah, it's been a journey for
Okay.
sure. Like it feels. The only other thing I can compare this to is like the Harry Potter
Yeah.
series. Um, for me, like that's the other longest series I've ever read. So it's
hmm
just
It's a
it's a
lot of
lot of
books.
it's a lot of time and a lot of books and a lot of emotional investment.
So much, and you're learning so
Yeah.
much about all these characters and the whole world and everything, and it's coming to a close.
Ugh,
But not before
it's
beating us
crazy.
up and ripping our hearts out a few times.
Seriously.
It's not going easily.
No, no, it is not. And it's back breaking work. Like this, I don't know if you guys read the physical version of this book. I usually am a Kindle girl, but this thing's a beast. Like,
She's
my neck
heavy.
has been killing me reading this. Like, actually killing me. It's very hard to hold up, but
It's how how
we're
many
getting there.
pounds would you say this is?
Oh my gosh,
This
I don't
isn't
even
three
know.
pounds, is it? 4 pounds?
It might be 3 pounds. I'm like trying to think of the weights I hold at
Yeah, that's what I'm
Pilates.
thinking of too. Like, how difficult is this? I don't know.
I feel like it could be 2 to 3 pounds.
I don't have a
That sounds
scale,
right.
but it feels right.
I do have a food scale. Maybe I'll weigh it later and let you
Yeah.
guys know.
I like that.
Okay,
It's
that's to come.
980 pages.
Yes, it's
She's hefty.
insane. It's
It's
actually
pretty
insane. So we
big.
made it to page like 585 or something like that. That's where part
Yeah.
2 begins. So we're over halfway there
Yep.
and there's lots to talk about. But first,
Yeah.
let's do some updates. This is Mallory's unofficial birthday episode. Her birthday was yesterday when we're recording this, but
hmm
Tuesday when you're hearing this. So, happy birthday,
Thank
Mallory.
you so much.
Your
Yep.
golden birthday.
Yeah, it's something I'd learned about just a few weeks ago. I think you told me. We were on the
Mhm.
phone and I said 27 on the 27th and you went, "Your golden birthday."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah." So that's a thing. It's exciting,
I love
I
it.
guess. Just another
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Just another
pretty much.
Tuesday. No. What did you
Fine.
do? Did you have any good food in our food
I guess
update
that could be my food
segment?
update.
Yeah, did you have any good
So,
desserts or
I didn't have any desserts yesterday. Well,
that is
I
criminal.
I brought
That's
I
criminal.
brought a box of snow caps to work and ate those
Oh,
at my desk.
that
That's
does not
not that
count. That
doesn't count.
doesn't count.
One of my
No.
coworkers made me biscotti, which was really nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
Um, but yeah, I for those of you who don't know, I am a twin, so I share my birthday with my brother. I'm a fraternal twin. Do not ask for identical. If I say I have a twin brother, it's not possible. We are fraternal twins.
Are you
Um,
sure?
well, you look really similar. No, we do not. Stop. We don't look anything alike.
No.
But so yeah, we got dinner yesterday and I suggested Texas Roadhouse, which, it's Texas Roadhouse. It's nothing fancy. And so I suggested he comes back with, "Well, why not somewhere nicer?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, he didn't
Oh.
know, but I wanted at Texas Roadhouse they'll do a birthday thing for you and they wheel out a saddle and you have to sit on it and they sing to you and everyone goes, "Yeehaw!" And that's why. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want Texas Roadhouse food that bad.
Yeah, of
But
course not.
so yeah, we get there, we sit down, whatever, the lady takes our order and I pretty much chase her down. I'm in the kitchen basically. I'm like, hey,
Ma'am,
sorry.
do you work here?
I didn't
No,
want
it's
to
just my birthday.
it's my birthday. I didn't want to tap her on the shoulder or anything, so I'm just like, hey, excuse me. And like basically in the kitchen behind the scenes. And I'm like, I'm with my brother and it's his birthday. I didn't want them to know it was my birthday because I don't want anyone singing my name or anything.
Right.
So, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, get out of the kitchen. Pretty much. So then after we ate, they wheeled out the saddle and they gave him ice cream, which I was jealous. I didn't know he got ice cream. So he got to eat ice cream. He did not once offer to share.
I'm sure he didn't. I was gonna ask if he tried to get
No.
back at you at all.
No, as he was mounting the saddle, he goes, it's her birthday too. It's her birthday too. And I'm like, no, it's not. He's lying.
You know how that sounds though? Like,
Uh-huh.
do you know how that sounds? Because nobody knows you're twins. So
Yeah.
it's like, he's just
He's
just the boy that cried wolf. Like, it's
Uh-huh.
like, okay, yeah, buddy, yeah, it's
Pretty
her
much.
birthday too.
That's what they were going. Yeah, okay. And then when they were done with everything and he got off, he goes, it really is her birthday. And they look at me. I'm like, yeah, it is my birthday. And they're like, do you want to? I'm like, nope, that's not what I want to do. I'm not
That's
interested.
funny.
So that was fun. I'm glad that worked. I've been thinking about doing that for like a week.
Wow.
Anything to embarrass a loved one, you know? It's just,
anything.
it's
Yeah,
the
of
best.
course. It's the best thing.
But yeah, that's pretty much
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Any other food adjacent news?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
what about
even-
you?
I'm asking you, and I haven't even thought about mine with me, to be honest. I mean, it was a pretty uneventful weekend as far as a holiday weekend goes. Didn't really.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Do much. We tried to go on a hike, and then I was feeling sick, so I didn't go. And then the next day we tried to go on one, and it said it was gonna rain all day. And then the rain just kept pushing back every hour. It was like, rain within the next hour, rain within the next hour, rain within the next hour.
Great.
But we did go to lunch on Sunday with some friends, and it was delicious. We went to this market in Greenville. They have these sandwiches. Okay. They make this special bread. It's called stecca. And it's the greatest thing you'll ever have in your whole life. It is the baby of a focaccia bread and a baguette. And it has flaky salt on top.
Oh, yeah.
And you can buy a loaf. People walk around just hacking away at it. Yep. But you can they also make all their sandwiches on it. So I got a tasty sandwich from there.
Sounds so good.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, it is the best bread you'll ever have in your whole life.
I've never even heard of it.
It really is. No, it's their thing. No, I don't think anybody else makes it. I've never heard of it anywhere else.
Oh, it's not a thing anywhere else?
No, it's like their thing. Yeah. Like, they have
Googling it.
shirts. They have shirts for it. They have stickers. Like, it's a thing. So.
It is a thing, stecca bread.
Yeah, I just don't think it's super popular.
No.
So it's their thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I live right down the street from a bakery. It's a vegan bakery, but the bread does not taste bad. Dense, like a vegan bread. I'll have to check and see if they have that.
Wait, what is different about a vegan bread? Am I missing something?
Don't you?
Does it not have yeast in it?
What? Aren't eggs in bread?
No.
You don't put eggs in bread? I don't make bread.
No. No,
Wait,
it's
so
usually just water, yeast, and flour.
So why would it be vegan? Who cares?
So the bakery could make cakes, cupcakes, all that stuff could be vegan too. But I think bread inherently is vegan.
I'm yeah, the bread tastes so good.
It is inherently vegan.
It's not vegan.
It's not gluten-free. It's not gluten-free, but it is vegan.
Yikes. Well, okay.
I think. I don't know.
No,
Vegans, let us know, because we are very uncultured in that area. We eat it all. Let us know in the comments. Let us know.
Sorry.
Let us know, is bread vegan? I think it is. I believe it is.
That's the clickbait thumbnail for this video. Is bread vegan?
I don't know.
Tune in. Not me, that's for darn sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have I guess I shouldn't rest on my book like that.
Why?
I've made like one bread in the past year, and it's a TikTok recipe. It's for cheesy bread, and you put it in a Dutch
Oh,
oven,
yeah.
and it's really easy.
That sounds delicious.
And it's really good. I want to make some.
I need to get on my sourdough grind.
You were there, but you need to get back. You gotta make me a loaf.
Yeah, the thing is like I'm
salad.
eating it. I'm buying it and eating it from other people, so I'm not like lacking in that area.
Okay, you're
If
still
there was a void I
participating.
had to fill, then I'd be like, I gotta get on this.
Yeah.
But now I'm fine just like buying someone else's hard work.
That's fine. It's totally valid. That's what I do. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But do you have any reading updates? I think you do.
I do have a reading update.
Other than Kingdom of Ash. That's my reading update. I've been plowing through for the last
like a machine.
5 days. Yeah.
She's so big. In early episodes I mentioned a book club that I have left. I have since rejoined on account of I am lonely. And so I rejoined.
Lonely and bored.
I'm bored and lonely. So, because my friend lives states away. So, yeah, whatever.
True.
I rejoined book club. So what? We read Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stevens. I think Stevens or Lauren Stevens. I don't know. Anyway, who's to say? I probably could, but I don't know where the book went. That book is so good. Highly recommend it. I read it in like a day and a half. Partially because it was really good and hard to put down, and partially because I started it Saturday and book club was Monday. Yeah, it was really good. I love that kind of thing. Yeah. And immediately, I think I told Kayla this, like, I was turned off by it because, whoa, sorry, a giant bird just landed on the roof across the way. And this is
Rowan Whitethorn's
Yeah, Rowan's here. 1 second. This is my karma for saying that hawks aren't big and scary. There's 2 giant birds out there. They're these big. They look like crows, but also hawks. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's it.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Anyway, that book was really good. What was I saying? The description says that it's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue mixed with blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't want to read anything like that.
I see myself out. Oh, God.
See ya. Actually?
Please don't. Wait, where did it say that? Like, did the author say that?
No,
or did somebody else,
It was just, on the inside cover, little blurb before the blurb.
Oh.
Someone else said it, I believe.
Somebody else, said that
I could
about
go
the book?
It, but I don't want to get it.
No, it's okay. It's alright.
Yeah.
But...
And it was similar in that layout, but it was really good, and the parts that go back were very direct, and, it was way easier to read.
Okay.
And comprehend.
So it does go back and forth in time.
It does go back and forth in time. But it's all the, different eras, which I think also is what Addie LaRue did, but it's better. It's way better. Way better. I highly recommend it.
I'm going to give it a try. I
loved it.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my reading update. And now I'm on to Powerless. By another Laura Roberts.
Laura Roberts.
That's really good so far. I'm only 50 pages in, but it's just fun. It's so exciting just starting a new world fantasy wise.
I know. Yeah, it is.
It's fun.
Yeah, that is super fun. It's also exhausting to have to relearn everything.
Yeah, it's so much. They start with the new terms and I'm like, oh my god, okay. I'm ready.
But also I'm still learning quite a bit in here.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was done learning. I'm not.
No.
There's a lot more going on in here than I thought.
It's really just exhausting with all the characters in this book. It's hard.
It is.
I'm recalling I was just kind of done. With this series, I picked this book up and I'm like, I want this to be over.
Really?
Yeah. I was ready to be done. I don't know why. Wow. Because looking at it now and doing my review and everything, it's so good. But in the moment, I was exhausted and ready to move on to something else. It was enough.
Yeah.
I think that might be because I read Sarah J. Maas's other series, A Court of Thorns and Roses, right before this, and it was just too much. It's a lot
Yeah.
of the same kind
Those are
of writing
two
and the
big
same
ones
everything.
back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a
It
lot
was a
for
lot.
sure. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's go. So where did we leave off? So Empire of Storms, we leave off with Aelin being taken by Queen Aunt Maeve, Queen of the Valg.
Yep.
So
Took her away.
she took her away, and now she's going to be her prisoner with her other minion, Cairn, who is like the king of torture. So it's really, really sad. Aelin like sacrifices herself because Maeve's like, I'm gonna kill everybody you love, and she's like, no, just take me. So they put her in this like iron coffin and they take her away. And then Rowan comes back and he gives his famous line, "Where is my wife?" to Mr. Lorcan, who made all this happen.
Yeah.
By summoning Maeve in his time of distress. And yeah, so we learned that they were secretly married because she wanted Terrasen to have an heir if anything were to happen to her. And now Lysandra is shifting into Aelin in order to keep up the ruse for their alliances. And so her and Aedion are beefing. Hardcore.
Beefing. They do be beefing. I
They
just
be
can't
beefing
with
a lot.
with the shape shifting.
Yes. And I have something to say about that as it pertains to this book.
Like,
as well.
Like, they would just be so toast and, like, so dead if they didn't have Lysandra in there to shapeshift into the sea dragon and, like, into Aelin, which she's done before.
Yeah.
She did that in, what, the last book? 2 books ago? She did that in Empire of Storms, I think.
Yes, when they went to meet Pirate Rolf.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like, what would they do if they didn't have her? It's such a...
Yeah, but that wasn't, like, necessary. It was
no,
just
that was
kind
just
of
for
like
dramatics.
Gotcha! Like, that was funny.
Just kidding, it's me!
Liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, they would just... She does too much. I mean, it's great they have her. Like...
Right.
Yeah, I'll just change into something. I got this.
No, yeah, I agree. And I have thoughts about that as it pertains to someone else in the story as well.
Okay.
But then on the other side of things, so Tower of Dawn ends with Yrene is able to cure Kale and remove his Valg sickness, and she finds out that they are a parasite, which we kind of already knew that.
Yeah.
But she figures out how to defeat them, and then they are also married, and they are on their way back from the southern continent, and they're bringing their army with them. And so, a lot going on. A lot going on. So, but yeah, so now we can officially get into it. So back to the shapeshift.
Yeah. Let's...
So, in this book, Dorian is trying to shapeshift. And he's like, you're losing me here. Because now anybody can just, like, shapeshift if they try hard enough? Like,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, you just have to study, like, how someone looks, or, like, you just have to be magical, and you could shapeshift too?
Right.
What? Anyone can do this?
And he also had some firepower in this book as well. So I'm just, like, I'm very confused about him and his abilities.
I don't get that.
It's very, but I guess it makes sense a little bit because he does come from the same, like, line as Aelin, but then it kind of, like, branches out. I don't know. I guess it, like, kind of makes sense, but, like, he just has every power. It's just, like, I don't know.
I can just pick and choose what I want to do that day.
You can shift if you try hard enough, and it's like, okay, I guess,
Yeah, that was just confusing. Like, okay, sure, I guess Dorian can do that. Why not?
Sure. He can do anything.
He can
He's
do anything
Dorian.
he wants.
Honestly, he can. In my book, he can. It's okay.
Yeah.
He
we
let
get
him
a
shift.
different... Let Dorian shift.
Let him shift.
We mentioned in the last, I think, one of the tandem read episodes, how we're seeing a different side of Dorian. It's just getting worse. Like,
why? You think it's worse?
Like more drastic, or it's maybe not more drastic. We're just seeing more of like his personality change of being like tougher, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's part of him like coming into his own. Like
yeah, he's developing.
you know, he's the king now. He has to be stronger, and yeah, so I think it's partly that. Now, I like it. I mean, I do. I like it. But and also it would not make sense. Like he could not be the same person he was and be with Manon.
He wouldn't
like it wouldn't work. It was just like when we were talking about like her and Cale meeting, like she would eat him alive. Like that's not gonna work here. So
not compatible. That is true.
No.
Like Manon and Dorian. I'm not gonna like go into detail about this part, but like they have intimate moments, and like I just, when you get to that, and I don't know like what page it's on or the exact quote, but it's like their joining was like teeth and snarls, and not just from Manon. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Just a weird visual.
No, that is a weird
Not just from Manon. Ew, I don't have to think about that. Like Dorian. Yeah.
Dorian.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Their pairing, I'm still getting used to it at this point.
Yeah.
It's better. But
yeah, I like it. I like how he is getting her to like come out of her shell a little bit.
Yeah.
And be vulnerable.
They have a whole fight. Like about her.
There's a lot of fighting in this book.
They have so many
arguments. Like it. I like it. There's a lot of conflict going on. So that brings me to my first point. So when we start off the book, obviously everybody's kind of mad at Lorcan, but Lead is mad at him most of all. And she has like the ick for him. Like
she does.
For sure.
She caught up with the rest of us.
Yeah. Like she says on page 27, she would never forget the sight of him crawling after Maeve once the queen had severed the blood oath, crawling after Maeve like a shunned lover, like a broken dog desperate for its master.
She'll never forget that image. That is the ick. That's what that is.
She got the ick.
That's so funny. Sure. It's true.
And then she's like, I knew this wasn't gonna last long, but she's like cozying up to like Gabrielle, and I'm like, this is weird.
Was she actually
weird? Yeah, she kind of was.
In like a romantic way?
Yes, I think so.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yes, because I was like thinking that. I'm like, oh, she's gonna be Aedion's new mommy.
New mommy. Oh no. Mommy and Lead.
No, like I don't think it was ever supposed to be like a permanent thing, but it was just something to create more tension.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was like, we talked before about him, about Lorcan like making feminine products.
Yeah.
Like Gabrielle was her new like. He was donating his shirts,
donating his linens
to the cause.
So funny. King of feminine hygiene meets his match.
So crazy. Hey guys, we wanted to pop in and share a little something with you. So we have an Audible 30-day free trial available at the link in our show notes and in our Instagram bio. So when you sign up, you'll get 1 credit, and that allows you to choose any title for free. You also have access to the Audible Plus library, which has tons of free content, books, podcasts, etc. I have not traditionally been an audiobook girly, but I've been loving Audible because it syncs up directly with my Kindle, and so life just gets busy. It's hard to find time to just sit down with your book and read. So when I'm cooking, doing laundry, just everyday tasks, or even driving, I'll turn on my audiobook. And when I get back to my Kindle, it'll be synced up exactly where I left off, which is just amazing. I never have to find the page again, and it's just a great resource to use. So yeah, go to the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, or go to audibletrial.com/doublebookedpod to get your free 30-day trial. But yeah, so she has the ick, and then what other there's other conflict too between Lysandra and Aedion, but
I
we can
guess. Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot between them, and their arguments are so like
They're
ridiculous. Like
so petty.
it's not like well thought out at all.
No.
And honestly, it's pretty real, but it's just like this part is pretty good because she's spitting facts, and his comeback is so like it's just you gotta wait. It'll make you laugh. Okay. So she's like standing up for what she did
Mm-hmm.
for, coming up or being a part of this whole plan, and she's like, I did the right thing, and you're not going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
And so she says, what I did for her and for this kingdom. Look at these men, your men. Look at the allies we've gathered, and tell me that if they knew the truth, they would be so eager to fight. And then she goes on and on and on. It might be for our allies, for the people of Terrasen. Go ahead and punish me for the rest of your life, for 1,000 years, if you wind up settling. And then farther down the line, he says, I have a meeting. Go slither off somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Honestly, just so accurate. Have you ever? I know that like I've been too stubborn in an argument where someone definitely tells the absolute truth at me, and I'm like, I want to hear it. Go slither off. Like,
yeah, just go slither off somewhere else.
that is so
Come
funny.
on.
Yeah,
No,
nice. Go to your meeting. I guess.
No, it was they're not good comebacks for sure.
No, they're not.
But yeah, Aedion does kind of give me the ick sometimes, I will admit. Like he's not my favorite.
So tough.
He's not my favorite for sure.
No.
He's just like I don't know. He gives me those toxic vibes sometimes, especially with like the blood oath and like you're my family and like just all this stuff, and it's like just chill,
just
chill a little bit. Like we're all a family.
We're all family here.
We've all spilled our blood. We're all a family now.
Like that Victoria Justice. I think we all swore the blood oath. I think we all sing.
And honestly, they did. They all did.
They all did. Everyone's always with the blood oath.
Yeah. And then they didn't. And then they did again.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that in this book too.
Just really reversible, I guess. Like another reference, I guess, from like The Office. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. With the blood oath. Just then reverse back.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know the physical toll that 3 blood oaths can have on a person?
They don't. And honestly,
there's no consequences.
I didn't realize it until this book, because I had no idea until this book, until it happens to Fenris, that when you break off a blood oath, you die. I didn't know that. I had no idea. You know why? Because everybody's been broken off one already. But I guess it's like when you do it versus her just being like, yeah, fine,
giving
go.
you the permission to leave, I guess.
Yeah, so like when Aelin and Rowan did that before, it was because she was like, whatever, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
but
like,
then
yeah,
also he entered into the one with Aelin, so it wouldn't have mattered. But like, how was that not like communicated during that part that like something bad was gonna happen? Like, in Air of Fire. Like, I feel like that should have been said.
Yeah, it should have
because there was going to be real consequences. Like, what? Yeah.
I
Anyways, agree. That's... Yeah. insane. But
Speaking of blood oaths, Maeve has got Aelin. She's in her iron box.
she's got her. Yes.
They're giving her like food and water laced with iron so that she can't use her magic, which
it's horrible.
Honestly, from the anemic standpoint, it's pretty great. Like, wish someone would do this for me.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
no.
anemic representation. That's actually not funny. She's being tortured. I'm so sorry.
Not funny.
It's actually not a joke.
How dare you? How dare you compare this to your life? Oh my goodness.
That's what art is. It's life. It's art imitating life and vice versa. I am in my own iron box. Okay. All right.
I can't get out.
And I can't get out. Reeling it in.
That's really funny.
So yeah, she's being like completely tortured, and it's so horrible to read. Like the imagery in this book, like the way that they are torturing her, making her kneel on glass, and like
ugh,
all that stuff.
It's horrible.
It's awful, and like
the burning.
They heal her every day just so they could do it again the next day.
Yeah, and she has no idea.
Oh my god. It's the worst.
And then after they make her kneel on the glass, and like Fenris comes in to help her, and he like comes in to like take the glass out of her, and like this part really got me. This was on page 99. And she, I don't know, I kind of forget like what made her think this. Maybe it was
page 99, you said?
Yeah. Like this is when she I think Maeve says something about like where they all are. They're like your group is moving this way to Terracin or whatever. And so she thinks that like Rowan is a part of that and that he's like not trying to find her. And she gets like so like it's so sad. She said he wasn't coming. He wasn't coming to get her. She should be glad, should be relieved. She was relieved, and yet no.
In what world is he not gonna come get you?
I know, but like, but in war, you know, she said, she was like, don't come for me. You know what I mean? Like, she said, don't come. And if he's abiding by her wishes, that's what she said, but that's not what she meant. Because she's a girl. And she never says what she meant. So she's just a woman, okay? She's just a girl. Yeah. And she never says what she means.
Do the opposite.
You have to do the opposite always. So
go get her when she's
not fine at all. She needs help.
No.
Oh, but that part broke me. I was like, he's coming, sweetie. Just hang on, please.
And Rowan is struggling. Like,
he's struggling
without her, and like knowing that she's in danger. Like, he knows she's not dead because he still feels the bond tether thing. Yeah. He knows she's not dead, but like, he's having dreams about her being pregnant. He's having dreams of her, like, across a canyon or something. And it's just horrible, like, being ripped away from him over and over again. And he's just freaking out. And going, like, a little nuts, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, honestly, I learned to love Rowan a little bit more in his suffering.
Yes. And I want to say that, too. Like, pre and post rescue Rowan, like
different story.
Just anytime after she's been captured, he is a different man to me, and I have learned to love him so much more. I don't know what it was up until this point, because honestly, I feel like it was the mistake in Heir of Fire when she really like took it home that like they were not more than friends, they were not more than family, or I mean, she literally says they're like distant cousins. And like it just was hammered into my brain, so I was like, okay, don't go there, like don't go there with it. And
I agree, it's like the exact
so it's just hard. And then when Queen of Shadows happens, it's like they're all over each other, and it's like
Wait, I'm
Like,
not
where
ready
did
for
this
that.
come from? And it's
Yeah.
like, I liked it, but it just wasn't,
I wasn't fully
I don't know.
convinced.
Yeah, I wasn't convinced either,
Yeah.
because then I was like, okay, this is just all because of their blood bond now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like, but this book made me love them so much more. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I agree. A lot of people loved Rowan from the very start. And I'm like, but weren't you also apprehensive because of the family thing? Like,
Well,
no one seems to care, I guess.
yeah.
Like,
Well, everybody also just loves toxic men, so, and he was extremely toxic at first.
so
Like,
mean.
he was so mean to her. Like,
That's true.
everybody wants that to work out. It's classic
Bully
enemies to
me.
lover, and it's like, you have
Yeah.
Kale over here just, like, giving his all,
Oh,
and we don't care about that one bit. Like, get
Kale.
back in line, sir.
I can't with Kale. Like,
No, he's a jerk too, but he's
Urine made
so
me
annoying.
like Kale more.
Yes.
And, like,
Classic.
when they go to see his dad,
Oh my gosh,
that was awesome. I loved that part.
yes.
She
Oh my
totally, like,
gosh.
sticks it to him. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, I
I
wanted to
love
talk
that
about
part.
this.
And then at that point,
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, stick up for Kale. But, like, I'm part of the crowd of people who's like, boo, you're just Kale. Until Urine's like, but he's great. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
You're right.
I
You're
believe
right. I
you.
love him again. You're
I
right.
love him again. I'm back.
You're right.
It's fine. I changed my
Oh.
mind.
Oh my goodness. No, this was quite the slay here when
Mhm.
she. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to find like the best part of it, but honestly, it just goes on for
I
pages.
didn't write down, I should like start writing down more quotes, but I like how she keeps like dissing on his like quarters, his area. Like she called them shabby or like where he's sitting. She's like, you're just in an ugly room.
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny.
A few times. By the way, your throne's ugly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to find like oh my gosh. I loved the part where she was like, don't you talk to him like that.
Yeah.
Like that was a slay.
She's not scared of him. And in fact, she also hates him. So like it's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
By the end of their interaction, he's like, okay, I guess I respect you a little bit because of your choice.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have tough babies.
Yeah. Because at the end of this, she goes, I am the heir apparent to the healer on high of the Tor Sesme. I come at your son's behest, back to the lands of my birth, to help in this war, along with 200 healers from the Tor itself. Your son spent the last several months forging an alliance, and now all of the Kagan's armies sail to this continent to save your people. So while you sit here in your miserable keep, tossing insults at him, know that he has done what no other could do. And if your city survives, it will be because of him, not you. And then I love the next, it says, it took all of Kale's restraint to keep from sweeping Urine into his arms and kissing her. Oh, I love
Finally,
that
someone stuck up for him. His dad needed to hear that, and he needed to know that his dad heard that. That was very good.
Yes.
That was a full circle moment for Kale.
Love it. Oh.
But then,
like, love them.
Doesn't the king, like, kind of outs that she's pregnant?
Yes, which I caught on to that
yeah.
pretty early on. So I think I caught on to that on page 74. I wrote it down.
It wasn't like a huge secret. I felt like
Urine's hand drifted across her abdomen and lingered.
Yeah,
it was on
give
page
me a break.
74.
Like, we all know what that is. But like, I think it's funny. Kale didn't know, like, because of course he didn't know. But like, they're with each other on the boat. Like, you're not gonna see this. She's not throwing up every morning.
Exactly, like on a boat and pregnant. Like, well, I guess maybe you could hide it a little bit more if it.
Sorry, I'm just so seasick.
You're just like seasick
every morning. I guess I don't know.
It's well, she probably.
Or she could have.
She probably has a bunch of yeah, yeah. She has a lot of medicines for that. I'm thinking.
I guess. He's
Yeah.
not picking up on it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She's not telling him, so yeah.
Yeah. And then I think I had 178 written down. This quote was really cute. It says, "A lady, if not by blood, then by nobility of character. His wife was more of a lady than any other he'd met in any court."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love Urine. She's such a good
I know.
character.
I
She's
love
so
her
tough.
too.
She's
I
tough without
know.
being like Aelin tough, where it's a little annoying sometimes. And she's
Okay,
not
could
super
you
cocky.
imagine, could you imagine not reading Assassin's Blade before this?
No. No. Oh,
Like,
yeah. Never mind.
wait, so correct me if I'm wrong, but did Assassin's Blade, come out in the order that we read it in, or was it, released after the whole series was released?
I
And
don't
then
think it was. It wasn't released before. It wasn't released first. I don't know when it came out though.
Yeah, but I'm just, wondering if it, went, it was a prequel, but it went in this order still. Because
know.
if it, because some Sunrise on the Reaping, it comes after
Yeah.
all of the other books are already out. That would suck because none
Yeah.
of this would make sense, you know?
Oh no!
I
It
don't think
came out.
that's
Okay. Okay. Another reason why we are correct. The publication order by date goes Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Assassin's Blade, Queen of Showers, Queen of Shadows, and Red Sword Tower. And I can't imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
It came out in
Amazing.
2014.
Love that we've. Okay.
Lots of people say you should read it third, and I just don't agree or understand.
Those people are wrong and just want to make things different because they can. And
yeah, I don't know. I have had to hold back from getting into debates in the comment section about it. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Well,
You're wrong,
how do you tell somebody without giving away the entire freaking story?
Yeah, it's
spoiler alert,
spot.
She's gonna meet a Robin after Heir of Fire. It's perfectly in the story.
I just
That's
think
who
it's
she's
so
going to
weird.
meet.
So why wouldn't you I don't get it. I guess you can't know until you do it.
Also,
yes.
I'm glad that it wasn't released. I'm glad you don't read it at the end.
Yeah.
Because some prequels you do read it at the end. I'm glad that you don't do that here because the Sam thing would be so much more irrelevant.
Yeah.
Knowing that that was not her mate, it just wouldn't hit as hard. We needed to
squash that because I would definitely have thought that the whole time.
Right.
Okay, they're not mates.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
I miss Sam. I loved that. I loved that. I love him, and I miss him, and he deserves better.
I know. I miss him too.
It's not fair. For sure. It wasn't fair. Don't get me started. We have to move on. I'm sad.
Well, speaking of babies, I don't know why I thought this, and maybe it's still to come. I don't know. I'm saying this with no context, so this isn't a spoiler. These are just my thoughts. So on page 192, I wrote down that while Aelin is being tortured, yeah, so Maeve is talking about the Wordstone collar that she's gonna put around her neck, and she says, "But until then, I'll get you all to myself, won't I? A last little bout of fun for you and me, until you found yourself with a new friend inside you."
Oh, I think she just meant your Valk demon. Because she's trying to get that collar around her neck.
Okay, yeah.
That's
makes
an interesting.
That makes more sense. But I was thinking, I guess I was thinking of the Valk babies, when they were doing all that crap.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
At Morath.
That's an interesting perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess I don't know. I guess she really wouldn't want a copy of her.
No, she wouldn't.
That she's trying to no. But it would be Valg, so it would be Valg, but with all of Aelin's powers.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea, Aunt Maeve.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Great idea. idea. No, you're totally right. You're totally right. She was just talking about the Valg, but I was like,
Baby?
pregnant? Because last book I was like on high alert,
You
and
also thought she was pregnant,
we
yeah.
had that scare. Well, everybody thought she was pregnant. Like, it was like a thing, and she had to spell it out. Like, oh,
Yeah.
remember when I was throwing up? Like that. This was why. So like that was a thing. I didn't just make
Like,
that up.
an editor came to her and was like, she seems pregnant, and so she had to go back and like add that in somewhere.
Oh no, I think they were just like, no. I think it was just. I think she put it in there on purpose
Yeah.
to trick us.
Just to throw us off the scent,
But,
like Taylor
yeah.
Swift style.
Seriously.
You thought. You really thought. Yeah.
But yeah. So Fenris ends up helping her out.
Yeah.
And did you see
Fenris
that
the
coming?
Wolfman. A little bit, because like
Yeah.
they developed their little like
little blinking.
blink. Kayla, what am I saying?
I don't know.
What'd I just say?
I don't know. I don't know Morse code.
We should develop a code. A blinking code. What was it, like once if I'm okay?
I don't even remember. Because they said it like one time what all the blinks meant, and then like farther down the line it's like Fenris gave me 2 blinks. I'm like, I don't remember what that means. I don't remember. Can I have a little note with can I have a guide, a cheat sheet here? Like
a blinking guide.
Because I don't remember.
How do they establish these? When are they talking?
I don't know. I just remember there were parts like farther on in the book that were like, he blinked 3 times, and I was like, okay, cool, but like I don't remember what that means. Like that's cool, but I don't know. Does it mean like run? Does it mean I'm out? Like I don't know. See ya.
Bye. Either way, I'm running.
Hey guys, we wanted to take a second to tell you something pretty cool. So we are a brand ambassador for a bookish shop called Hello Milo. You can use the link in our Instagram bio or our show notes, or you can go to shophellomilo.com and use the code doublebooked_pod to get 15% off your entire order, and they also offer free shipping over $50.
It's a really good deal. It's a very cute store. We each have some things from them. I've got a really cute hat that says Book Club Babe on it. I wore it this past weekend. I got a few compliments. I think Kayla got some fun Kindle stickers.
So be sure to check that out and let us know what you get. No, the dreams that she put her in.
Oh my gosh.
Those were pretty crazy.
Like the fake memory stuff.
Yeah.
That was
and that one was really... That one was crazy. I forget where that was, but...
Are you talking about when she, when Maeve shows Aelin, like, her fake past? That was pretty wild. Yeah,
it's like chapter 20, I said, but...
Chapter 20.
It's...
Hey,
so it starts off with, like, her...
It's a sad story.
You know, in Terracin, and, like, just... Everything's fine, and everybody's there, and everything's fine, and then... And then she starts asking her these questions, like, if this world was at risk, like, where would you go to find the keys? And then I'm, like, starting to be like, oh, something...
Yeah, wait a second.
Something's not right here. And then it's like, where would you get the keys? Where would you get the keys? Like, and it just was like, oh... I really liked that part. That was good writing.
Yeah.
That chapter was really interesting. I liked it.
I agree.
And then the whole, you do not yield...
Have we read that yet? That line?
No.
Okay, because that's like such a famous line. People have that tattooed to them. You do not yield. I almost made
such a good one.
I know. I almost made a reel. You know that trend that's going around where it's like that dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I was gonna make it say "you do not yield," even though it's not like the same amount of yeets. I'm like, we have not read that yet, so I'm gonna wait.
Oh my gosh, wait, we need to find one that works for that.
I've been trying to think of
whatever
one.
end doesn't work either.
To whatever end. It's always like one syllable short. We'll figure something out.
I am not afraid doesn't work. Like, they just don't work.
They're all 5. We need 6.
We'll have to find one.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good... I like that.
I've been thinking about it for like 5 days. Because it's so easy. It's such an easy little video to make. But
Yeah.
I have nothing.
So easy. So easy. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but when Fenris
Mm-hmm.
kind of helps her out, he rescues her in a way. Like he kind of takes down Karen while
Yeah.
she's trying to get away and escape.
Mm-hmm.
But like I liked this because we weren't sure what was going to happen, right? Like
Yeah.
Rowan's on his way, but
Mm-hmm.
then Fenris is doing this and she's already trying to like break out on her own
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and I just like that like ultimately she saves herself. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
that's like stupid and it's been done a million times by now, but I like it. I
Yeah.
like that. And it's not that Rowan didn't do anything because
Mm-hmm.
Rowan paved the way and
Yeah.
now she
They
can
were on their
escape.
way.
Yeah, and he took out all those people for her to be able to like run away basically. And without them like being on the sidelines, I don't think she would have made it. So,
That's true.
but yeah, I thought he was going to like come in and like take everyone down, but
Mm-hmm.
like I'm glad he didn't. But
Yeah,
he
I
goes
agree.
back
He goes
for
back.
seconds.
He does.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
at least glad for
that
that. But yeah, he
yeah,
really does go
that
back.
writing too.
It's
When
so
he
like,
like sees her for the first time and
mhm.
like how, oh my
No, and she
gosh,
looks
that was
awful.
crazy.
Man, like the first time I read this, when she reaches them and she's wearing her iron mask and she's
Oh, the
take it off,
mask.
and she's like screaming, take it
Oh.
off. I listened to that for the first time. That
No.
was awful. It was
That's
so like
horrible.
stressful, and like the voice actress is like acting like she's in distress. It was really hard to listen
Oh
to. And I
no.
thought like
Was it the
she
same voice actress from the
yeah.
other ones? Okay,
Yes.
okay. I think I would take it less seriously then, but yeah,
Oh
that's
my gosh, but
horrible.
like I was listening to it at work and I'm just sitting there like,
Oh,
oh my god, cuz she's just like
oh my
take it
gosh.
off. It's awful. It's so hard to listen
That's
to. I never read
horrible.
that part and she says it so many times. And I remember thinking like that is
Wow.
such a long time. Why is no one helping her? Like,
Yeah, like just help her. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
No, that was like really sad when like they didn't know how
didn't
to
know
get
what
it
to
off. It's
do.
just like she's just like a shell of herself and
Oh.
it's really sad. But I was thinking like this whole sequence of, her breaking out because essentially what she was trying to do was not escape. Like
Mhm.
at the end of the day, and she says it like she was going to sacrifice herself
Yeah.
like basically in that moment because she just like couldn't take it anymore. So she was egging Karen on to basically kill her.
She's like the other
And
guards
then
talk about you. They
yeah,
hate
yeah,
you.
right. So she was not planning on escaping. And
No.
then she does escape. They're going after her with the arrows and she's running away and it's like it's such a parallel to like when she
Mhm.
leaves Endovier prison and
Yeah.
like she's on a suicide mission
She's
basically
just getting
and
out. Mhm.
wow. Yeah, it was pretty
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true because she did the same thing, like
Mhm.
trying to get out, and then she does, and that didn't work. But like this time it did work, and it's
Yeah,
awesome.
it did.
Whenever
Cuz she
she's
has
like,
friends.
she's got friends and love to guide her.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty great. I feel like they rescued her. I remember when I was reading this, like that, I thought she'd be gone apart from them till like the end.
Longer.
Or like
Yeah.
maybe like till the battle. In my head, I had it made up like she'd arrive at the war or
Yeah.
something. But like
Yeah, like she just like comes storming in or
it was
something.
pretty
Yeah.
early. I forget another book where like this kind of thing, it's like a cliffhanger and then it's kind of amounts to. I mean, this is not nothing, but like it was a way
Yeah.
shorter suspense time, I guess.
Yeah.
But they need
No,
her
I
back.
agree. It happened pretty quickly, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'm glad that she's back and ugh, there's just the scars going away, like all the scars
And her
that ever meant
tattoo. Oh,
her tattoos, her
yeah.
scars, like even the scar that what am I thinking of?
On her back.
No, like for Nehemia, what was that? There was one. I thought there was one for Nehemia.
I don't know. Are you thinking of Kale's scar on his cheek?
No,
'Cause that's gone
no,
too.
no. Yeah, that one's
Uh,
gone
I
too.
don't know.
I swear there was another one. I don't
Huh.
know. But anyways, yeah, all the scars are gone. And it's just really, really sad. But
Yeah.
it's yeah, she'll get new ones, I'm sure. And she already has
She
gotten
definitely
new
will.
ones. So.
Yeah, she
Rowan
definitely
gave her
will.
some new ones already. But yeah.
I can't with that language. I'm sorry. Like, this is a
With like the
PG
Twilight-esque,
podcast, but like,
like,
mm, I
no,
can't.
it's okay. No, I know.
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
It's all right. Say it out
Say it
loud.
out loud.
That's all I can think about is Twilight. That's all I have in my brain. Uh, that's funny. Um, but then, so we have.
Oh, you're right. I found it, by the way. The Nehemia scar.
Oh yeah. Okay. What is it?
They cut each other's palms.
Right.
That's gone. Like they had never been.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I hate that.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then, all right, what else is happening? So they find these rings.
The stolen wedding rings.
Rowan and Aelin find these rings. Of course, she finds jewelry for herself.
She can't stay away.
She, oh my gosh, I can't with her. She's like away for all this time in an iron box. And then she comes back, they go to like Annie L. And she's commenting on like the rooms and how like
Are you kidding me?
sorry. Like I'm so sorry. And then she's
Yeah.
got this big emerald on her hand now. It's like
That's
whoa.
that's what you picked? It's so funny.
I just found this over here.
No big deal. It's my ring. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
it's too much.
I forget what I was gonna say. Probably not important. Every time they say Annie L, it reminds me of Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. Annie M.
Oh, Annie.
That's like I think of it
funny.
every time.
No, that's kind of.
Oh, jeez.
Now I'm hearing it too.
Annie
So
M.
thank you.
Annie M. I'm trying to find the cringy phrase just so I know it's there.
Oh gosh, yeah. But with Rowan and Aelin, we were talking about how we just love their relationship so much more, and so they're talking about at this one point how she's asking him like, do you wish you knew about the mating bond?
Yeah.
Like, do you wish it was somebody else? Like all these things, because ideally what would have happened is they would have just like met each other randomly and then like looked into each other's eyes and like knew it was that person.
Like still mates, but their story would just be a lot less like graphic.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But she says like she wouldn't have changed anything, like she wouldn't have wanted to meet him first. And it's just so sweet. She says, the male I fell in love with was you. It was you who knew pain as I did and who walked with me through it back to the light. Maeve didn't understand that even if she could create that perfect world, it wouldn't be you with me. And I'd never trade this, not for anything. Oh.
She only wants their exact
sweet.
version of who they are now. And that's so insane, first of all, because like they've been through so much.
I know.
Like,
but it's true. It's true. They would not have like
they wouldn't be the same
so much love for each other. They wouldn't have so much respect for like the other person and how they feel about their loss and grief, and it's just they just get each other.
It would have been different.
It's very sweet. It was very touching. I loved it. But yeah. And then
I'm gonna send this to you.
Oh no, I don't even want to see this.
So weird.
I don't want to see this.
Too late.
No.
Would you rather I read it out loud?
No, I don't want you to read it out loud. I do not.
Ew. I can't. And like
What page is it on so the listeners can...
350, like 3/4 of the way down.
Oh gosh, I'm waiting.
I'm editing in Snapchat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, it's in Snapchat? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were texting it to me.
No, I didn't want to type that out.
Well, now I need to go through all your other Snapchats.
Oh,
that
sorry, I
haven't
send you so
looked
many
at.
Snapchats. It's probably just my cats and stuff.
Okay, hold on. Here it goes.
Way to open my snaps when I send them.
I know, I'm so bad at Snapchat. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's quite the visual. Quite the visual there.
Yep. Anyway, I had to find it. I knew I'd find it.
Big and
somewhere.
mighty. All right.
Mighty indeed.
Stop. No.
Okay.
We're not going there.
We
We're not
can't go
going there.
No.
Okay. So,
Blood
one
oaths,
more
death.
thing before we get to the Anielle of it all, because there's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah.
The Anielle. So, Manon
Yes.
is trying to assemble all the witches, and she gives this crazy speech,
Mhm.
and it's insane. It's on 367. She says, "You are my people. Whether my grandmother decrees it so or not, you are my people and always will be. But I will fly against you, if need be, to ensure that there is a future for those who cannot fight for it themselves. Too long have we preyed on the weak, relish doing so. It is time that we became better than our foremothers. There is a better world out there, and I will fight for it. Will you?"
Ooh, what a political campaign. Will
No,
you?
she's like,
Will you
she's
fight
such...
with me?
Yeah, she's using those like clickbaity words.
Yes.
I love it. I will.
Oh, what was I thinking? I forget when Maeve. I'm going back in time a little bit, but Maeve does something similar when she's talking to Aelin, and she's like, "I don't want to destroy the world. I'm trying to save it," or something like that.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's just
That's like something you see on like one of those dystopian like
Yeah.
commercials, and
That's
it's like,
just like
we're trying to make a better world today.
yes.
A better tomorrow
Tomorrow-
today.
tomorrow
That's what I
today.
meant.
It's just
Yeah.
like exactly what the villain says, because their
Yeah, of
perspective is
course.
so skewed. I thought that
Of
was so
course.
funny. But except
But
Manon,
Manon
is a
Manon
good
is
person.
not the villain.
She's not the villain.
She's not the villain. It's taken her a long time to say all these things because
Yeah.
she's got some grandma issues, and
She does have grandma
working
issues.
through them. She's got some Grammy
Big
issues.
time.
But yeah, she's working through it. It's all
Mhm.
right. But she meets her other grandma, and
Oh
she's
yeah.
not at the beginning of this, Glennis.
Glennis.
And she's not very trusting of her because
No.
she's got some trauma.
Well, my last grandma threw my intestines over a cliff, so I don't know. I don't trust you. Don't blame me. All right, Glennis. Oh my god.
Threw my intestines over a cliff, and you're not wrong.
It's the truth. It's what happened.
You're actually not wrong.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
But yeah. So then, moving on to Anielle.
Yeah, I guess.
So we have, finally, Urine and Aelin meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
I was
The piece
so
of
excited for this
paper.
moment. First of all, she's like tearing up over seeing Kale again. Like,
and he's walking.
fully healed. It was so like, I cannot believe she was like tearing up like that. It was crazy.
I love it.
It was crazy. And she was like, "I knew you would. I knew you'd do it." Oh, and he's like, "Not alone." And then he's like, "Here's my wife.
I
And you
love
know
it.
her."
And then she goes, "And here's my husband." And it's just like this big
Yeah.
joining.
Oh
So
my gosh,
sweet.
it's such a feel-good moment. It's so good.
'Cause you're
Oh
waiting
my
for that for so
gosh.
long. And it's
Mhm.
finally happening. And
Yeah.
Urine, that she gives Aelin the piece of paper that she kept.
Yeah.
And it's just
And
so
Aelin
sweet.
keeps it, doesn't she? Like, that's so
Why
weird.
would you take it? Like,
I don't know. Like,
I
doesn't
remember
she keep
thinking
it?
that.
Yeah,
give it
it's
back.
stupid.
Why
Like,
do
give
you need
it
that?
back.
That's only been
Give it
like
back.
it's only been like Urine's Northern Star, like for North Star for the whole thing.
Seriously.
Like,
Oh, I'll just take that. That was mine. I
give
wrote
it to
that.
me. Like, I don't understand.
It was written on golden parchment
Golden
paper.
scented parchment. I must have it back, thank you.
With the fanciest of pens. Oh my gosh.
No, I also
way.
thought that was weird that she
So
took
funny.
it.
Oh my gosh. That is really weird. And then, speaking of weirdness, so before we get into the whole Elite and Lorcan
I guess.
of it all, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk about this. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Stop. So what is the deal with Lorcan? Like, he's got such a tude about so number one, he's trying to like win everybody back, right?
Yeah.
And then Aelin offers him the blood oath.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can like be free of Maeve, which who knows why she would ever do that because he's such a traitor so far.
Yeah.
She offers him the blood oath and he's like being snippy about it. Like he doesn't even want it. And I'm like, dude, like this
What's
is your only
problem?
way out. And the only reason he takes it is because like he wants to be close to a lead. Like that's the only reason.
Yeah.
You're bound to the Queen of the Valg and you don't want to just take this out just because?
Yeah.
Just because it's being there, like
my
being
God.
offered to you?
Yeah.
He got such an attitude.
There is no need for the tude. Like, be grateful. Like,
so grateful.
what's wrong with you? He's
I
so
don't
annoying in
know.
this part.
It's
like,
so annoying.
how about you get
Yeah, that
over
was annoying.
yourself?
But then, like, oh, this is just bad. Like, when Elide, like, goes off on him, like, I just had a bad feeling. You know, when you get these, because this happened with Aedion and Lysandra, too. They got into this, like, big argument.
Yeah.
And stormed off from each other, and then
Slithered
it's like,
off.
ooh, like, something, no, that was
something
after.
else.
They had another
Okay.
pretty bad one. Right before Lysandra was like in the middle. Remember, like she's like in the middle of it. She's pretending to be Aelin, but like obviously she can't release fire, so
Okay.
she's like just standing up to
Don't
these
you?
beasts, and like she can't hold her own. And he's like running after her, and he's like thinking the whole time like I'm such a jerk, and I'm such like all
you
this
are.
stuff. And it's like like you always know something bad's gonna happen because somebody's gonna like regret what they're about to say. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I had the same feeling here where I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. And she says, if you think that because you swore the blood oath to Aelin it means anything for you and me, you're sorely mistaken. You're immortal, I'm human. Let us not forget that little fact either. He says, you're jealous. That's what truly eats away at you. She goes, jealous? Jealous of what? That demon you served? The only thing that I am jealous of, Lorcan, is that she is rid of you.
Ooh, that is so mean, and I love it.
Wow. I did not expect that from her. I really did not. But I was thinking the whole time, I was like, Manon would be so proud of her.
She would be so proud.
I could see her. Oh, she would be so proud.
They haven't met yet, have they? Like, reunited in part 1?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did.
They did. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. She'd be so proud of her.
Oh my gosh, she'd be
Tell
so
him.
proud.
He's a jerk, and he needs to know.
Yeah. But then he says, like, he's sorry. He says, I'm sorry for all of it, Elide. And she says, I don't care. And I don't care if you walk off that battlefield tomorrow. And that's when I knew, I was like, oh my goodness, she should not have said that. Like, she's going to regret that so bad. And I just knew it was coming. But this was such a crazy, like, sequence. This was one of those moments, just like in Assassin's Blade with, like, the desert. It just, like, plays in my mind like a movie. Like, there's a lot of things in fantasy books that I cannot picture. This, I pictured it perfectly. Like, I could see everything. And it was amazing. Like, it was amazing.
It's great when it works.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. Like the whole when Nezrin and Sartak like find out that the dam's about to break,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
oh my gosh, and then everybody's on the battlefield, and it's like, oh,
It's
I know lead.
have you seen the Lord of the Rings movies?
I think of like bits and pieces. I don't.
I honestly can't even I shouldn't even be doing this. I don't know them that well, but like there's a big battle and
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
just it's so iconic with like how
Yeah.
many people are there and everything and it's like, "Oh my god, it's about to happen."
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
the
yeah.
same like vibe, like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
we're not ready for part 2. It's crazy."
No. Yeah, this is no, this sequence was like so crazy to me, and ew, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I was like crying at No, I really was. Like I
Yeah,
was crying when she was taking them back on the horse, and he's like telling her like all the things he should have said, and it's just like it's too much. It's
so
just
dramatic.
oh, it's so dramatic, but it's so good. Like
Yeah.
uh where was it? I don't even know. Where does he confess?
I don't know.
So he's like oh, he's like telling her to leave him behind, and he's like, you have to let me go. You have to, and this was like so Titanic to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not letting
dude,
go.
if the water's coming, like you're both dead. You taking your weight off of the horse isn't gonna make it go fast enough for her to get to the keep. Like it's
Yeah.
you're that's not helping anything. So just stay on the damn horse.
Yeah. Stop.
um please stop. So yeah. So he's like, you have to let me go, and she's like, no. He says, I love you. I have loved you from the moment you picked up that axe to slay the Ilkin, and I will be with you. I will be with you always. Um, oh. And I really thought he was going. Like, I thought he
Yeah.
was going.
At
I
that
really
point,
did.
like, you think
I did
that.
not think he was staying on. I really didn't. And then I thought she was gonna, like, turn back to save him, and they were both gonna be gone.
Hmm.
Like, that's what I saw
And
happening.
honestly, that would have been awesome. Like, sad. But, like, like,
Hooray!
I just feel like, I don't know. Like, that would have really hit us hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll just, like, wait till we're done with the book to give, like, my final. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just.
But it did make sense though with the like Aelin unleashing her power and how she had it like built up all that
Yeah.
time, saving it for like her final blow for Maeve,
That's
but then she
true.
used it for this like to save a lead. Like it really wasn't anything. It really was Aelin
Yeah.
saving a lead is what it
That's
was.
true.
It wasn't like they just lucked out and made it to the
And
keep
got
in
it out.
time. No, like there was more going on here.
But like wasn't Aelin like going into that pool of water and like expelling all her power? So how was she
Mhm.
saving up for so long? Or was it just not that much time?
Because they mentioned it like when she was in the iron box, like her power was like kind of
Oh,
coming
okay.
in on her. Like it was like, yeah, it was like, I don't want to say it. Like, all I can think of is crunching. Not
Crunching.
crunching, like,
Not crunching on her.
oh, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like collapsing in on her.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
and it was, and so she had to like let it out, but she was afraid to let it out for so long because of the like she didn't want to let it out at all because of all the trauma she had from them like
Yeah.
burning her
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and so she didn't want to like do it at all.
Yeah.
And she had like a lot of fear about that. But she finally let it all go. Um but yeah, and then
Yeah.
very end Dorian,
Dorian.
thank you Margot. Dorian is going to Morath.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna shapeshift his way in there, and I don't understand. Like, Manon says that she, like, woke up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone, and the 2 word keys are gone.
Yeah.
Why did he take the word keys?
There is a reason.
Because before they were like, let's keep them separate, just in case. And now he's like, let me just take all the word keys to the place that wants them. Like, what? And he thinks, like, just because he can shapeshift that they're not gonna sense the word keys. Everybody can sense them. Like, that's like the whole thing.
That's the thing.
He's putting a target on his back. Like, what is his deal?
Well, I think in part 2 we might understand.
Well, you know, if you don't stop in the middle of the book, you might understand what's going on here, you know? It might actually make more sense to not stop in the middle.
That's just my note.
That's very insightful, thank you. No, but I'm just like, I'm mad at him right now because I'm like, why are you taking everything into the lion's den? Like, just leave it behind and then come back and do the lock. It's just stupid. But that whole I didn't think he was gonna go, to be honest. Like, when that whole thing was happening with him and Manon, and like I was like, oh, he's probably gonna stay. Because she asks him to stay. Like, she really does. Like, she finally gets vulnerable and is like, like, what if I asked you to stay? And
it's pretty crazy.
Like, she knew that he wasn't gonna do that, though. Like,
yeah.
Like, she knew that it wasn't gonna happen, but it's...
Yeah.
I don't even know where it is, but yeah.
It's pretty shocking.
No, it was
the
shocking to me.
development happened.
Development. So much development. But yeah, and then there's a lot of other things happening with the war that I'm not keeping up with. Like, I'm sorry, I can't keep up with it all.
I just can't.
I don't know. I don't know where they're enforcing the lines. I don't know what the heck's going on with Aedion and his troops. I don't know where these places are. Don't know.
That's for Aedion to worry about, not us.
Yeah, that's for the general to worry about, which he was demoted, wasn't he? He's not. Yeah. He's no longer the general.
Who is the general? I don't remember.
That, like, really... He really took that to the ego.
He did. He needed a good blow
He needed a good humbling,
but
for sure.
We get, Nox from the first book comes back. Yes! That was a fun little reappearance.
That was. And I feel like she leaves no stone unturned. Like, she just... Every person has made their way back. It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy. Even Nox, like, I wasn't gonna miss him.
Like, Nox.
No one's thinking about him.
He was so important in the first book. Like, he really was.
But I thought we left him there. I was not expecting him. I didn't remember who he was, like, for a minute.
Yeah. I think it's just this culmination of, you know, she gets this bad rap of, like...
Not being a good friend.
She was an assassin and a prisoner and a brat and a... Like, this...
She is all those things.
Yeah, whatever. And she is all those things. Or she used to be. But, like, it's just the fact that she has made all of these friends
and
along the way. And they have not forgotten about her. And it's just very special.
Nice. We need that sometimes. Especially after she, like, escapes and survives all that awful stuff. I guess Nox isn't, like, the best friend, but... Still good to know that there's people out there.
No, but, like, she protected him early on. Like, even when we didn't really know this, like, good side of her, she has always been that way from the beginning. And she's kind of, like, a nod to that.
That's true.
Yeah, but I liked that. I liked that callback. But yeah, I guess we can't really give our ratings yet because we're not done. But...
Yeah, that was part 1.
That's part 1.
Armies and allies.
Oh, yeah. And then what's coming up next?
Part 2.
Like gods or
Gods
something?
and Gates.
Gods and Gates. Oh boy.
It's only 2 parts.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I would hope there would be a gate in the last
There better be a
part of this.
freaking
There
gate.
better be a freaking gate somewhere. Holy. There's gotta be one coming up. Like,
Jeez.
there's gotta
Let's
be one
figure this
somewhere.
out.
Let's figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we're not gonna drag this on any longer. So part 2 coming at you next week. We'll be recapping it, and it'll be a lot of fun. Also, this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So cover your ears, or just
Me?
whatever.
Oh.
No, not you. It's not spoiler for you.
Oh yeah, we're doing a
But
podcast.
I figured out. I know what these are. I know what these flowers are. Because in the last book, I wrote this down and I didn't know if it was going to be a thing. It's so I like we were driving and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's what the flowers
Oh,
are." So they're these like red and gold flowers,
Yeah.
and in the previous books, they were talked about, and it's called the King's Flame, and it signifies when it blooms. It's only bloomed like once before, and when it blooms, it signifies the sovereign as like blessed. And they're on the cover. So I don't know.
that is an interesting.
I'm just smarter than
thought.
everyone else.
You are.
And
I
figured
wouldn't have
that
thought
out.
of that.
No, I was just like staring at it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
How'd you put that together? I didn't remember that.
I don't, because I remembered it so much. I remembered the flowers from the last one because I thought it was going to be so important. Because they said it was like they had one of the flowers in this like glass case, and somebody had it. And I
Oh,
was like,
that's right.
oh, is that going to be a word key? Like it stuck in my mind as like, oh, this might come back. And so now that's where it is here. But I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's just we already know she's blessed. We already know.
Hashtag
Blessed.
blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Hashtag bless this mess.
Hashtag bless this mess. Kayla and I went on a vacation together in high school once with like a friend's family. We were plus ones, and we were at this little beach store, and there was a journal that said, "Too blessed to be stressed," but I think either you or me thought it said "too stressed to be blessed."
I did. I thought it said too stressed to be blessed.
Like, that's not what
which
it
is
said.
just me on a daily basis, pretty much. So.
On this, looking at this journal, too stressed to be blessed. I don't have time for this.
No, just skip right over me. I'm
don't
too
bless
stressed
me.
Don't bless me. That's
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Crazy.
that's not Aedlin. She do be stressed,
No,
but she is blessed.
She is blessed for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm excited. I'm excited to finish these last.
I can't believe
pages.
it. 400 pages to go. Yeah.
But I'm over halfway there, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong.
You can do it. You're gonna do it.
I can do it. So I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after that, Mallory and I are each going to choose a summary read.
I think I have mine
for
picked
June.
already.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I need to pick mine. But yeah, we're going to reveal those next episode. So be sure to tune in for that and maybe read along with us for those if you want to. They're going to be more like summery, beachy romances, taking a little fantasy break. So those will be, that'll be exciting. Mallory needs it, and she hasn't even like been actually reading. This is just a reread for her, and she needs a break.
I need a break. It's exhausting. It's just a lot of books.
No, it is.
I'm ready for something new.
Yeah,
but I'm also ready to
You've been hanging in there. You've already read these, so it's it's fun to talk about it together.
Is. I didn't really talk about it with anyone when I first read them, so it's probably why I forgot so much of it. Whenever it's done. But in the meantime, follow us on social media. We have Instagram, which is our favorite platform, I think, at the moment. We are doublebooked_pod. We are on TikTok. In last episode, I said we're reaching 100 followers. We have surpassed 100 followers. I think we're at
Wow.
like 130 something. I discovered like follow
Wow.
trains. Like I figured it
Oh,
out. The
yes.
algorithm on TikTok is weird, and it's just, I feel like I talk about TikTok
No,
every time I mention it, but
it's not friendly for small
it's not. And they don't
creators.
like me
It's
at
not.
all. We are stuck at like
No.
200 views for stuff. It's not good. But it's fine. Follow us there. Double booked pod. Double period booked period pod. The other one was taken whenever I was a baby and made that account.
Yeah. When
I was a baby, just a little
Oh
baby.
my gosh, if you have not heard Mallory's TikTok baby story, I forget what episode that is in.
It's like
You'll have to
two.
just listen to
It was like
them
the
all,
second one,
but
third one.
oh my gosh, TikTok thought she was a baby because she put in the wrong age. It's hilarious. You
It
have to go
happened like
listen
3
to that.
times.
Oh boy.
And
Wow.
then follow us on YouTube, subscribe. We're Double Booked Podcast, and look for our little logo with the 2 little cartoon girls sitting at a table. I want to have a photo shoot eventually and have a real
Yeah.
logo, and I'm having ideas. Anyway, that's for
Okay.
another time. Yeah, follow us wherever you're listening. Download, like, leave us a comment. We're always asking for comments, and no one is giving us comments.
Yeah,
Just wanna talk,
comments.
guys. Just wanna talk.
What did you think about the book? What did you think about Throne of Glass as a whole?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you liked Rowan from the beginning, if you didn't.
If you
Let
also
us know
thought
how
he
you
was just like a
feel.
weird cousin lover, and we weren't sure.
You're valid for that. You're
And you
valid.
are. You're extremely valid. You're in a good
super
place
valid
if you
for
felt that
that.
way.
But yeah, just let us know. We got some good episodes cooking up for June, so stay tuned, and until next time, happy reading.
Bye.
Bye.